Hello everyone, my name is Unita Benitez and she is Valentina Mena, and in this video I will share a reflection about our experience in the course Practicing of English Teaching 1. I will talk about our achievements, our strengths we identified, and the actions we will take to improve our teaching if we had the opportunity to take this practicing again. First of all, our achievements. One of our biggest achievements were gaining confidence in front of a real group of students. At the beginning, we felt nervous and unsure, but with every class, we became more comfortable giving instructions, getting activities, and manage time. Another important achievement, it was our improvement, for example, in our lessons planning skills, and also we learned how to design clear objectives, select appropriate materials, and adapt the activities to our students' levels. We also learn how to structure a class with a logical sequence, for example, warm-up, presentation, practice, production, closure. We also consider an achievement the fact that we successfully apply different teaching techniques. For example, we use pair work, control and field practice, brainstorming activities, listening tasks, reading comprehension, and vocabulary games. These techniques help us to keep students engaged and motivated. And finally, we achieved better classroom management as the weeks went by. We learned to give clear instructions, set expectations, monitor the class effectively, and keep students on task.
Through this practicum, we identify some personal strengths that supported our teaching. First of all, we discovered that we have good communication skills, and also we can explain ideas in a simple way, speak clearly, and maintaining a good connection with students. Another strength is our ability to adapt quickly when something did not go as planned, like timing or student participation. We found ways to modify the activity or give extra support to the students. We also consider a strength the positive attitude and patience. We always try to create a friendly atmosphere, encourage participation, and make our students feel comfortable using English. And finally, we realize that we are creative in choosing or inventing activities for the students. We enjoy creating warm-ups, even some games or short tasks that make the lesson more dynamic for the students, for them to get more involved during the class.
Now we are going to talk about actions for improvement. Even though we accomplish many things, there are several aspects we want to improve. For example, one is giving more precise and concise instructions. Sometimes we used to use many words or repeated ideas, which cause confusion. I want to practice clear instructions with step-by-step modeling. Also, another idea for improvement is the timing, as we sometimes spend too long on one stage of the lesson and had to rush through the others. We want to practice monitoring the clock and setting realistic time limits. We also want to improve our use of classroom English, especially during transitions and feedback. Using consistent phrases will help keep the students and the class fluent and organized. And finally, we want to improve our assessment techniques. We want to give better feedback and include more formative assessments during activities.
Well, if we had the opportunity to take practicum again, there are several things we would do differently. First of all, we would observe more experienced teachers from the beginning to learn the strategies they will use on the classroom, and also the classroom management, some techniques that we could apply for our own lessons. And secondly, we would prepare more backup activities so that if something finishes early or does not work, we can immediately switch to another task. Thirdly, we would practice more how to give instructions and the transitions before teaching, even speaking them out loud. That would be helpful for us, so we feel more prepared and confident when we are giving the class. Fourth, we would record more of our classes so we can watch ourselves teaching and identifying specific things we could improve and work on that. And finally, we would be more proactive in asking for feedback from our mentor teacher, because the more feedback we receive, the more we can grow and the more our students can learn what we are trying to teach.
To conclude, practicing of English Teaching 1 give us a meaningful experience that help us grow as a future English teachers. We had important achievements, we identified our strengths, and we recognized areas where we want to continue improving. We believe that every class and every challenge help us to develop skills that we will use in the future and we will use through our teaching career. And thank you for watching.